Unbelievable matchup in Grand Finals. Frozen, of course, got here by taking down... He had a long losers run, actually. Frozen lost pretty early, but he beat Ling Ling, Riz, Jen, and John Numbers in losers to get here.
It's been a long fought battle, and it's had to be because tonight we've had so many killers out. A lot of the expected players to be in top 16, top 8, even on winner side Grand Finals have just been dropping like flies, but one way or another, we got to see who really wants it right now as we go from Frozen to dekillsage on Battlefield.
Man, everyone's letting Fox have Battlefield tonight.
And dangerous.
This is crazy. It worked for Cassius, though, so we'll see. Cassius actually beat dekillsage in winner semis, beat him on this stage in game 1. But still, this is definitely Fox's best stage, so.
There's just so much. just counter surge just to break combo.
Why not?
I mean, he gets one of those a stock before it really doesn't do much aside from tack on pitiful damage. But I kind of like it. Frozen just needs something to break through the nonsense.
I guess the late air into up smash right there. This is a pretty sizable lead for Sage. Gets ledge trump, missed the back air confirm off of it. Oh, almost. So still good lead for Sage, but Frozen with the stage. Oh, what was that?
What are you doing?
I don't know if he was trying to grab ledge or like trying to go straight down. I don't know what just happened there.
Either
good
way,
punish on the side B though.
It resulted in a dropped stock from Sage, and
he had a significant lead too.
He can't afford to be doing that kind of stuff, especially against a player of Frozen's caliber. When the stakes are this high, sitting in only loser semis.
Rough situation right here for Sage. And now needs to find this kill really quickly, and he does. There it is. There's the kill. So he gets that back air, but now a 50% deficit when he did have about a 50% lead earlier. But so he'll make it up with lasers.
Yeah, considering the way that Fox can build up damage incredibly easily between laser pressure and just one basic combo, even rapid jab support like that, percentages aren't going to be that big of a deal sitting in these lower ends.
Yeah, I like the way Sage is trying to play that. He's being safe with the lasers. I think he's making good use of that. But we did just see a very good play from Frozen. I think Sage thought he was going to go for an empty hop grab. Instead, Frozen goes for the empty hop and then the immediate insta-pin. Ooh, a lot of shield pressure right there. And the tipper side B, so significant advantage right now for Frozen. Missed the 2-frame, but still, this is looking really good for Frozen. He's got about an 80% lead at the moment.
Yeah, but sitting at the ledge, it's about how well can he handle it. Oh. Everyone returns to stage.
That was crazy. It looked like Frozen was too low almost, and then he got hit by that forward air. I guess that was a fair footstool attempt.
Possibly.
That would be a good way to bring this back quickly for Sage, of course.
Yeah, in these riskier situations, like you need to go for it.
Goes for another empty up side B. This time, Sage ready for it.
Now, Sage sitting at 118%. It's a matter of if he can use this rage well to his advantage, or if Frozen's just going to take the stock from him just like that.
That was very well done. So really well played by Frozen. An unfortunate mistake by Sage. He gave away that first stock with that up B going off the stage there. And Frozen took full advantage, really controlled the neutral from there on out. Didn't really let Sage back into it on his second stock.
Yeah, but that kind of momentum shuffle can really put a damper on things because it's not so much that Frozen was in control of the match, that dekillsage just let away control of everything that he could have. Just putting Fox in disadvantageous situations. SD aside, he was placing himself right where Frozen would have wanted him. And we're getting the run back here on Battlefield, but...
I agree with the stage pick. I still think it's Fox's best stage. So even if it's a decent stage for Corrin as well, I think you just stick to your guns and go with your best stage in this situation. Gets the conversion there with the down throw, R back air, dash attack. Evening this percent up right now. And that time, Sage was ready for the empty hop side B, so Frozen waits for him to run away and then side Bs. Went for a hard read on the air dodge right there. Ooh, it counters the up tilt.
It worked.
Frozen's making very good use of the counter right now. He's only used it twice. It's worked both times. You know, it's a good option to throw out there every now and then just to keep it in their minds. It forces them to be a little more patient, respect it as an option, and then gives you a few more openings to not only use the counter, but use your other things when they're expecting the counter.
Yeah, typically speaking, counters aren't really looked at as genuine options, but when you're fighting against a character like Fox who rewards such aggressive play, it suddenly becomes a viable tool within your kit to just say, that's enough of that, let's return to neutral. And the damage that he could deal, as well as the significant knockback, depending on how little Frozen uses it throughout a set, can really reset the situation from dire straits to dead even.
Yeah, I think pretty much any counter would actually kill at this percent, no matter how weak the hit is from Fox. So, you know, certainly an option that Sage has to keep in mind now because Frozen has used it a couple of times. Oh, that was good stuff by Sage, just waiting on the ledge, forcing Frozen to fall out of the side B and lose his ledge coverage. But Frozen able to immediately get the stock, and now he's got a lead. Sage sitting on his final stock of the bracket tonight unless he can bring this back. Up tilt up air still not going to kill without rage.
And sitting in this ledge situation, but Sage not really extending too far. He just
missed
puts
it by
out the
one
L.Semis.
frame.
Ever so slightly off.
Oh, man. Oh, he went all out for it right there. If he had gone low with the up B, it would have worked. I don't think it's the optimal thing to do, but it could have worked.
The smartest of options are only picked here in New York. The finest spaghetti getting cooked tonight.
That option was really good back when Duck Hunt was legal because you could side B into the wall and recover from it. So you had a spike that was totally safe. Now we don't have a stage where that's possible unless you end up on Omega Wily Castle. So.
And we are certainly not there
yeah,
right
we're
now.
not there right now. I don't know what the exact point of that was, but it would have been really cool if he got it.
Yeah.
Still has a pretty significant lead, but Sage, right as I say that, bringing us back very quickly, and we are almost even on percents right now. Frozen having a hard time getting down off these platforms.
Sage looking to make the most out of this mistake. He saw how bad one mistake can turn the tide of a match, and he's looking to have his own. And
speaking of mistakes,
Frozen just too far and not drifting the right direction.
Boy.
It's a mess out here tonight. But someone's got to come out on top as we move into Game 3.
This has not been the highest level set so far. These two both doing some very good things and also making some massive mistakes at times. This has been a lot of mistakes coming out from both players, so we'll see if they can clean it up. We're going to stay on triplats, surprisingly, for the Corrin counter pick. Frozen taking Sage to Dreamland here for the start of Game 3.
I feel this is a very, very volatile pick. We've already established that triplats are good for both of these characters, feeling that Battlefield being the best for Fox. I feel like Dreamland just a smidge more, only because that lower ceiling is going to really assist dekillsage with securing his up air chains and getting his stock early out on Frozen. And while the ever so slightly longer platforms do help with Dragon Lunge movement, and seeing how Instapin is going to allow Frozen to safely maneuver around Fox, I don't know if it's going to add up enough.
Yeah, I think so, especially because we see Corrin kill off the side fairly often, whereas Fox kills almost exclusively off the top with up smash and up air. Occasionally you'll see the back air kill off the side, but for the most part, Fox is a character who likes to kill off the top. Whereas Corrin, a bit more balanced, you know, you can see the up smash or something like that occasionally, but for the most part, other than up air, you're going to have mostly side B kills, you're going to have, which would be the top or the side, you're going to have F smash kills, which are straight off the side most of the time. So I think it is an interesting pick, although I do think it's a good stage for Corrin, but again, as you're talking about, just so good against, as a Fox player for dekillsage. And up air almost going to take it though, so.
Excellent DI from dekillsage, keeping him in there a little bit longer, and a bit of a risky landing off of that Fox illusion, but it's going to keep him in here.
I still really like the way Sage is using lasers. You know, he's just running away, shooting one or two at a time, just getting that little extra %, and forcing Frozen to approach. The important thing, not necessarily the 2 to 5% that he gets, depending on how long he's lasering, but more so just like forcing Frozen to start something in the neutral, which he can then react to or read and punish. Yeah, and now we're seeing them both pretty close to kill %.
It's either Sage sits around and deals damage over time, or Frozen takes some sort of damage, be it shield damage, percentage damage. It's forcing an option. And because you could just get yourself out of lasers so quickly, like, Sage has ample amount of time to be able to set up for proper spacing on a punish.
And that's the second time in a row we've seen Frozen either go for like a specific tipper hitbox of it or just miss an instapin, and does it again right there. I don't think that's intentional because it's very punishable, and Sage has been punishing it so far. And we see him punish that kick right there to get the first stock.
Now moving into stock situation.
Yeah, last stock of Game 3 for both players here, their tournament stock.
Frozen not really able to do anything with the ledge trump situation, and the percentages are low enough right now that it's still anyone's game. It's all about who's able to break this matter of footsies. Frozen's just doing such a good job of outspacing dekillsage and catching his landings, but
very good string by Sage right there. He knew that Frozen would be able to hit him out of that second up tilt, so he power shields the nair, gets the up tilt to continue the combo, and now he's bringing this back. Getting pretty close to even percents right here, just about a 30% deficit for Sage.
And in one solid combo, all this percentage can be made back up, but
or he can just side B 3 times.
Yeah, Frozen's just using Dragon Lunge where he needs to, and meaty hit of up air is going to clean things up for him. Just barely scratching it by after a very messy set. But
yeah, I think Game 3 was played much better. They both played a lot better in Game 3, other than just a couple of misinputs from Frozen, missing the insta-pins. But other than that, I think they've got a lot more of what they were trying to do in that game. And we saw it eventually work out for Frozen, played the neutral pretty well, was able to get that kill with the up air. And he's going to move on to play Cassius now